Today, we are diving into a very important update published by the UK government, and this will be affecting immigrants, whether you are a newcomer or a long-term resident in this country. Hi beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. On this channel, I talk about my life here in the UK, what is happening around me, and I share information. On this channel, I also do reaction videos. So if this content sounds like what you will be interested in, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. Click on that notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. Honestly, I really do appreciate. So guys, like I said, there's the latest immigration update published by the UK government, and this can affect anyone as long as you are immigrant. Whether you're a newcomer or a long-term resident in this country, this can affect anybody. Well, let me go on the UK government website and read a little bit about what this is all about. For those of you current, I'm sure you must already know what is currently happening in the UK, but for those of you that don't know, this is what it says on the government website. Foreign criminal will for the first time face immediate deportation after sentencing as government strengthens border security through the plan to change. Now, some of you might be thinking criminal offense is just going to rob. No. Criminal offense is not all about robbery. Listen, there's a lot to this. We are in the Western world. Now, I'm saying this because I'm a Nigerian, I'm an African, and I know what some of us used to assume what criminal offense is all about. But no, we are in the UK, we are in the Western world. Their definition of criminal offense is not just what people like us assume, like maybe robbery, or there's so many things to this. For those of you that don't know, driving in the UK without UK driving license is a criminal offense. Some of you might be thinking, oh, they'll just take points. It's not about taking points. Driving in the UK is a criminal offense. You see, the reason why I said criminal offense is not just what we assume or what we think as immigrant or as African, because back home we know, there's some offense we say, oh, this is criminal offense, and there's some offense we'll be like, oh, they say, oh, this one is not a big deal. In the UK, in the Western world, all of this is a big deal. I'm also going to list out some criminal offense that immigrants don't know that these things are criminal offense. Some of you might know that it's criminal offense, but some persons do not know that these things are criminal offense. I'm still going to list them in today's video, so feel free to leave your own comment on anything that you know that is criminal offense that some immigrants don't know that is criminal offense. Like I said, there's no such thing as small offense and big offense. I just want to use the UK driving license as an example, because some of us might be assuming that, oh, driving without license is that one a small case. It's not a small case. We all need to be guided. We all need to be careful, because this new law can affect anybody as long as you're tag immigrant in the UK. My dear, this is a serious case. It went further saying on this article, the new power announced 10th August will get foreign national offenders out of our prison, saving money for British taxpayers and protecting the public from dangerous criminals. It went further saying the change follows legislation introduced by the government in June, which will mean most foreign prisoners can now be deported after serving 30% of their prison term rather than 50%. Today, the government has announced it will go even further, stripping back a decades-old law to introduce new powers for immediate deportation from prison. Offenders who are deported are barred from re-entering the UK, keeping their victims and the wider public safe. So what is currently happening in the UK is that foreign criminals will be deported with immediate effect. Why are they doing this? Like they've always said before, this is also their way of cutting down net immigration and also saving money. In a recent post, it says that it will save £54,000 per person when they deport a foreign criminal. So this is also a way of them saving. So I was having a conversation with somebody and this person mentioned this. Honestly, I did not know about this until this person mentioned this. Now, this person I was having this conversation with is a citizen here in this country, although she used to be an immigrant before. And she said something that if you have a family member that has a criminal history, for example, if Mr. A has a sibling and this sibling has a criminal issue, that means the sibling already have criminal record with the UK government, that his brother, Mr. A, that is a good citizen of this country, is also at risk because the sibling has a criminal record. So they can say that, oh, because the sibling has a criminal record, maybe it's something that had to do with their lineage. Like I said, Mr. A is a good citizen. This is just because his brother B has a criminal record. They are now tagging it on the whole family. So this is why whether you have family, cousins, we all need to be careful. There's no such thing as small offense and big offense. In the past, they were not this strict. But now with this new law, there will be massive deportation of foreign nationals. So if you're not a UK citizen or you have a family member that are not UK citizens, you need to understand how this can impact you. Number one, increased risk. See, if you're an immigrant and you are anywhere or around any place that you know they said, oh, do not do this here, please, when you see people who are British citizens doing all of this, try to avoid this, because at this point you have higher chances of being convicted. You all know what is happening in the UK. Everything is immigrant this, immigrant that. So you all need to be very, very careful. Appeal will be harder. Before, when there's a situation of maybe there's an offense and maybe an immigrant is involved, you get the solicitor, the lawyer will be going to court, you appeal, they will give you grace, human rights get involved and all of that. Although human rights are saying that it's harsh deporting criminal offenders. This is a country that works. Imagine saying that deporting criminal offenders in this country and saying is a harsh decision, or I can't remember what I saw in that article and I started laughing. I was like, this is the system that works. Some persons are saying it's not fair to deport foreign criminals, that is too harsh on them. Although, like I said, as long as you are an immigrant, you are at higher risk or getting convicted or deported. To be honest, in all, just be careful out there. And with this new policy, if you have criminal record in the UK, it will be hard for you to re-enter this country. So these are the reasons why you need to be careful. Anything that has to do with criminal record, I say this again, there's some things that you don't assume or you don't think that is criminal offense. You just have to be careful as long as you're in the Western world, as long as you are not in your home country. Because if they find you wanting, it will be so hard for you to re-enter the country. And somehow it's difficult for you to even go to other countries because they've already placed that ban on your passport. So now let me share with you all little things that are classified as criminal offense that I feel most immigrants don't know about. Do you understand? Number one, I had to jot some of these things down. Driving license, just like I mentioned about the driving license. Most people don't see it. They'll be like, oh, that one has small thing now. They will just take points. No, it's not about they go just take points. My sister, my brother, it's not all about them go just take points. Just be careful out there. Just be careful. Don't do this because Mr. A is doing. Don't. Honestly speaking, be careful. Number two is using your country license for too long. Now, some persons have already lived in the UK for 2 years and you're still using your country license. It's stated that you are allowed to use it for just 1 year. It's a criminal offense, my dear. Please, driving without MOT or road tax. See, if you're buying car, before you start driving on that motorway, before you start driving in that local, make sure your MOT and your road tax is covered. For example, if you're driving hybrid car, like me, I drive hybrid car, I don't pay road tax. So if you drive such cars, obviously you don't need to pay road tax for hybrid cars. So in fact, even if you go online, want to pay, they'll just show £0. So you don't have to pay. So that is it. These things are criminal offense. Like I said, most immigrants will be like, that one is small thing. All these things are not small. Sometimes in our head, we assume that it's a small thing, but it's not small. It is not, my sister. TV license. You see this TV license? If you're not paying it, it's a criminal, except you don't want anything that has to do with any TV channel. But if you don't pay your TV license and they find out, things like this are classified in the UK as criminal offense. Some of us see it as a small thing. I like to say this because, I mean, when I'm having conversation with people, I hear what people say. I beg, I'm not paying because it's like this. But these things, you just be careful out there. I'm just sharing this to you guys. For those of you already in the UK or intending to come to the UK, things like this are criminal offense here in the UK. And the next on my list is selling some certain things. For example, cooking, rice, selling puff, anything that has to do with food without council registration. These things are criminal offense. It's not allowing. There are other things, to be fair. I'm just listing out a couple of things I have just jotted down that are classified as criminal offense. Alcohol and drug, obviously, these ones we already know. And again, when you live in a house that is overcrowded, things like this are criminal offense. Feel free to leave more on the comment section. Anything that you know that is criminal offense that most immigrants don't know that is criminal offense, please leave it on the comment section. I believe 1 or 2 persons will learn from today's video. So I've come to the end of today's video. If you find this video useful, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. And feel free to leave me a comment on any type of video you would like me to make, and I'll try my best and get back to you guys. I'll see you guys in my next post. Bye, guys.